have probably learned only few platforms, correct? Comparatively, right? And TikTok, even before it make any kind of noise in India, India has banned TikTok. And people still from India can launch TikTok ads. You can launch ads on TikTok. Quora was there, but it was not that big back to 2010, 11, or maybe it came later. And you can launch ads on Quora platform as well. And you don't know how many more such platforms are going to come in the near future, right? And definitely it's not going to be that difficult. They all are going to make it quite simple and easy for you, right? So the main part here is learning, marketing and selling. Marketing and selling, right? See, digital marketing is not just about learning these tools, marketing and selling. So based on the channels that you use, so if you have to understand how search engines work, so you did you ever wonder like how is that showing? You type whatever is coming to your mind and still Google shows something to you guys, correct? Guys, correct? Go to Google and type something. You all are using computer right now. Just go to some tab and just type some random thing whatsoever is available on your keypad. Just type those random alphabets and still Google shows something, correct? And did you ever wonder who is this Google? Why is it showing? What is the purpose? Correct? Did you ever think that way? Why are they doing this? Now you all are in an age where you probably might start or might have started thinking, who is this Google? Why are they showing? How is that we are making business out of this Google? But if you go back to your primary education, secondary education or college time, you would have felt, who is this Google? What is this Google? How are things functioning? You would have seen it as a miracle, correct? Some wonder, correct? But it's not that difficult to understand how it works or functions. In fact, you all can also build a search engine, or any techie can build a search engine. Any techie can have a search engine like that. But there are some constraints, like the amount of investment that you have to do on building the servers is going to be massive. The kind of effort needed is going to be massive, and you alone cannot build it, or might be possible also, right? So now to understand this search engines and their functionalities, you may have to understand the technical aspects of the internet, the web technologies. You have to understand web technologies. What is this server? What is internet? What is intranet? Correct? What is a browser? What is a search engine? How does that work? How are websites built? See, this is understanding of the technical aspects. Correct? So now you understood, you have to understand technical aspects, but not too technical. Just what are they? Just in a layman language, understanding what is a website and how a website is built. Right? And what is internet in a layman language? What is server? You all might have heard of servers. Will you be able to define what server is? Will you be able to explain what a server is? You all have heard of terms like internet. Can anybody here explain me what is an internet? Right, guys? You all have heard of these terms, right? Yes or no?
Yes.
Okay. So now you need marketing knowledge, you need sales knowledge, you also need certain amount of technical understanding based on the domain that you pick in digital marketing, the channel, the marketing channel, or the career options that you pick in digital marketing. Okay. Now, see, digital marketing is not just about running some ads or showing some ads on Google or Facebook or Instagram. Suppose that, or during this also there is so much involved. So I told you, you have to be a good marketer. So for example, if you have to meet someone and you have to explain about yourself or a product or a service, you will be doing it very well. Now, without even seeing a person, you have to put it in the form of text. You have to put it in the form of a video content. You have to put it in the form of infographic, right? Right? So from this, what you understand, you have to be good with your written communication as well. If you are a digital marketer, having good written skills, good writing skills is going to be an add-on. It's an advantage, right? And now in this AI era, you don't have to be compulsorily super good with writing skills, but being good at writing is going to be useful, right? Now, next stage. See, now in this digital marketing, you understood that you have to build a text form of content or maybe an image or a video, correct? Right? Understanding about these technologies also is important. How do you create, develop an image or a creative or a poster, correct? But you don't have to really develop it or have to learn that skills. We digital marketers usually get that work done from someone else. Like even the websites, we don't build the websites, we usually get that done from the website builders or website developers. Are you all getting it? Girish, Deepak, Bhargavi,
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
are you all following it?
Yes, sir.
Or joined here and have watching weekend evening movies?
No, sir. No.
You're all paying attention to it, right?
Yes, yes, sir.
Okay. So now here you understand that as a digital marketer, knowing those kinds of skills like developing a website could help you, developing a creative or video content, right? Video, everything is going to be useful, right? So now as a digital marketer, you have to be a good salesperson, you have to be a good marketer, and you should be understanding all these digital platforms. These three are must, but everything else is also welcomed, and it's going to be add on for your profile. Which are they? Like a skill about building the websites, skill in building the websites or understanding how websites are built. That is number one. Second thing, capable of developing the creatives, images, posters, and I'll put videos also into this category. And capable of writing, a very good writer. You have to be copywriting. We call that as copywriting, right? So impactful ad copies. You cannot write a story in the small banner space, correct? Holding on the roadsides. You cannot write a story. We were founded in the year so and so. We are 10 people founded company. Our director is he. Our director is she. You cannot write a story. What do you want to do in that small poster space or in the hoarding or banner whatsoever? And lots of information, if you could communicate lots of information effectively in a very short sentence, that's nothing but a copywriting skill. Okay, as a digital marketer you have to be good with copywriting skill as well, right? Not only this, when you launch your campaigns you should be capable of understanding what's happening. It's something like this: you go and propose a guy or a girl or a boy whomsoever, won't you be curious to know what's the response? Yeah. Right? Will you be quiet? You will just propose, send a proposal, a postcard, or a message, and you'll keep quiet. Everybody, no, right? No, you guys don't want to speak about that. Okay, fine. So whatsoever. Okay. So same way as a digital marketer, you should be paying attention to what's happening with your campaign. Okay. So each of these platforms, Facebook, Instagram, Google, every platform gives you lots of data. How many people are coming to your website? How many people are interacting with your ad copies, ads, creatives, banners, right? How many people are seeing your video? How many people are after seeing coming to your website, and how many are placing leads? How many are purchasing products? So you will get to see all these kinds of details and data as well, right? Now, if you could process this data, see, just seeing some amount of data is fine, but this will be a lots of data. And if you could handle this data effectively, but if you could do data analysis and interpretation, see, and I'm going to download this data and I'm going to tell that there are 22,000 women who has interacted with this ad and only 12,000 men interacted with this ad. And of this 22,000 women, most of them fall into the age group of 22 to 29, and men whomsoever have interacted with the ads fall in the age group of 30 to 35, right? And when it comes to men, out of 12,000, 6,000 people have purchased products. But when it comes to women, out of 22,000, only 200 people have purchased the product. So women is not really buying. Women is simply browsing, simply exploring, doing window shopping. Window shopping is they might buy or may not buy. They just explore the product, right? And you might see men whomsoever are buying, they are buying only what is really useful. And women, see, I'm not speaking about men or women here, I'm speaking about the stats or data. Okay, don't take it personally again. Okay, I'm just giving this as an example. Women must be purchasing more expensive items, or sometimes may not be needed also from the data which you have seen from the Facebook or from your website. See, now you should be in a position to analyze this data and interpret. So if somebody is good with data analysis and interpretation, that skill is going to be an add-on for your expertise, for your role. Are you all following me, guys?
Yes, sir.
right? So you as a digital marketer have to be good with the data analysis and interpretation. Why you have to be good? So now I have spoken certain positive things in data analysis and interpretation. Sometimes you will figure it out. People whomsoever are coming from iPhone are not purchasing your product. That's what you found out from your data analysis and interpretation, and you will immediately stop showing ads to people using iPhones. You can do that. Okay. So you would have also found that people in the age group of 20 to 25 are not at all purchasing your product. 1 lakh people have come and nobody purchased in the age group of 20 to 25. And now what will you do? You will decide not to show ad to those people. You will be showing ads to people only above 25 years. So now you understand how important it is to analyze the data and interpret it, right? Your interpretation is saying that do not show ads to people in the age group of 20 to 25. That's what your interpretation is telling, correct? Are you all understanding it?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay, you understood, right? So now your data analysis and interpretation told do not show ads to men, or do not show ads to women, or do not show ads to this age group, or do not show ads to people who are using this phone, or you must be doing business in Bangalore. So you are an online business. Let's assume you are an online business. You can ship the product to any part of the country. Okay. But then when you go through the data, you must be running ads across India. But when you go through the data, you see people are ordering only from metropolitan cities, and from other cities they are seeing, they are clicking on your ad. They are, whenever they click, there is a spend incurred. Correct? Google is not going to say, okay, he is your brother only clicking. I will not charge him. If you are clicking ad, even if you click your own business ad, it's going to charge you. Correct? So, and from this data analysis and interpretation, you found people from other regions or states or cities, tier 2, tier 3 cities are not purchasing your product, only people from metropolitan cities are purchasing. So now you will stop wasting money on those people, correct? Correct? The first. You all got it right? Right? Not only data analysis and interpretation, couple of skills. So now, if you are working in an SEO role, search engine optimization role, understanding how websites are built and how well websites perform is also very important. Now, in this process, you have to understand technical aspects. Not only technical aspects, you may have to test couple of things, functionalities on the website. So, see, I'll share my experience. Once Redbus, so they had 44,000 transactions drop. So people, 44,000 people did not make the payments on the website. They tried making the payments and they dropped off. Why? What was the problem? 44,000. See, forget about they tried make or not whatsoever. I already gave you the answer. See, in the monthly reports, compared to the last month, this month we have seen 44,000 sales drop. We have to figure out it, figure it out why it's a drop. When we deep dive, when we started testing the website, we found that the website's payment gateway was one of the payment gateway was not working. Our website is not compatible on mobile phones, or on some screens there is some other issue. So see, there could be many such things. So if you're good with your testing skills, even that's going to help you. The one previous one that which we were discussing, data analysis and interpretation, is nothing but business analytics or business analyst or data scientist or data science. People give you a fancy name called data scientist, data science. That's nothing but data analysis and interpretation. Okay. So you're going to study a particular pattern. People whomsoever are using Colgate paste, they are quickly prone to tooth decay, at least by 2 years. That is interpretation that you are making on studying the data. So you will study the country census data and you will say this many men, this many women, this many children, this many literates, this many illiterates, right? That is data analysis and interpretation. But if you along with it predict, you can also predict. It's not just data analysis and interpretation. You can also predict whether you will have sales in the coming future or not, whether the sales are going to get dropped or not, or grow, whatsoever it is. Data analysis, interpretation, and prediction is data analyst or data scientist. Okay. So if you know those skills, you reap maximum from your career as a digital marketer. You can use that knowledge. Okay. Or these people are also called as business analysts, right? What else? Content writing, graphic designing, technical skills, testing skills, business analysis skills, marketing skills, sales skills. Digital marketing domain is the only domain that welcomes all the knowledges, all the expertise, people from all backgrounds. Every skill is going to be super useful. And if you're good at certain things, you will stress more on those skills. Right? Correct? If you're good at swimming, probably you might always prefer to go for swimming instead of cycling. Nobody is going to say you should not cycle or you should not swim, right? In a life, you'll be doing multiple things and you will continue to do. As a digital marketer, you can just pick whatsoever is interesting for you, wheresoever you are expert, right? And one more thing, as a digital marketer, yeah. So presentations, working on the PowerPoint presentations. If you're good at PowerPoint presentations, Excel skills are also super important. If you're good with coding, if you're good with database skills, even all of the skills are going to be super useful or helpful for you, right? So now you think of it. What are you good at? Even if you're not good at anything, that's perfectly fine. Let's assume all of you are freshers. The moment you start learning digital marketing, you will find your interest in the domain. We are going to discuss multiple channels. You will find your partner in the domain. Okay? Is it clear up to here, guys? Okay. So in digital marketing domain, so you can see once you complete your learning across all the channels, SEO, performance marketing, social media optimization, uh, this one, or it is app store optimization, email marketing, marketplaces like Amazon, Flipkart. See, you can make career in one of these domains. If you are making career in search engine optimization, you will be called as SEO professional. If you are making career in ad part, running ads on different platforms, you will be called as performance marketer. And if you are running ads only on Google, you will be called as Google Ads expert. If you are working on only social media, you will be called as social media expert or social media professional, email marketing experts, right? Content marketer. We'll discuss what is content marketer or not. Okay, you all understood, right? So, and of all this, which is the best career? See, something that's dealing with Google is the best career, right? Google Google is one of the best platform for businesses, right? And second thing, for some other businesses, Facebook and Instagram is good, but not for every business. And finding such jobs also could be really good. Working on social media ads or social media platforms or working on the content marketing. I would not say working on social media. Social media platforms are just a medium or tools for to promote the contents. Content marketing is the key here. Okay, and yeah. So to get started with digital marketing, first thing what I'll do is, even before we get into browsers, servers, internet and all, we'll understand the simple definitions of marketing. What is marketing? Okay. Anybody here can define what is marketing?
Buying and selling goods and services, sir.
Oh, internet definition. Who is that? I don't think that Bhargav is voice.
So like
Yeah,
to just create an awareness in people about products and services which we offer.
correct. Building awareness for your product or service is marketing. What is the difference between marketing and sales? You all must have heard of sales as well, right?
Yes, sir.
What is sales here?
So to bring customer on board, sir, or we can like to converting the customer from to buy your products.
Yes, correct. So, marketing is all about pitching or promoting yourself to target audiences, and selling is an intense effort where you desperately try to sell the product or service. Your efforts will be to sell the product or service, right? So while you are doing marketing, a sale might happen naturally. You are not really trying to do the sale. You must be just building the you must be just doing the marketing, and marketing would get the sale for you, right? But sales is not like that. Sales is Once you have the target customer, after marketing, people will start approaching or you will start approaching, and now you should start selling. You have to provide more details, explanation about the product, clear their doubts, convince them to do buy their product. This is all about selling. That is the sales job. Marketing is purely about building visibility, right? Now, a question would have aroused on your mind: digital marketing. Then why did I tell that you should be also knowing the sales knowledge? I told you guys right sometime back, as a digital marketer, you should also possess sales knowledge. Why should you possess sales knowledge as a digital marketer? Just if see, if you are responsible for marketing, is all about building the traction, promoting the product or service to the target audience, correct? And you want to position yourself or pitch about your product, and you are doing it, correct? That's what a marketer has to do, right? Then why should you know about the sales as well? I'll tell you. Okay. See, as a digital marketer, if you are building promotion, if you are promoting a product or if you are building visibility for a product, by default, the default understanding of the business owners is that you are going to get lots of business for them, sales for them, revenue for them, correct? So just showing an ad on Facebook will get a business for you. They have given 1 lakh budget to you and to start the digital marketing campaign on Facebook and Instagram. By showing the ad on Facebook and Instagram, will you be able to get the sales? So business owner told, I will give you 1 lakh, you get me 10 lakhs. You have spent 1 lakh. And if you go and tell to the business owner, see, my job is to build marketing, is all about building visibility to the product and services. And I have done that. I don't know. I'm least bothered about whether you get the sales or not. Can you say that to the business owner? He will ask, I have spent 1 lakh, but what happened with my 1 lakh? Correct? Correct, guys? Everybody?
Yes, sir.
Correct?
Yes, sir.
So now you are responsible for sales as well, correct? If you say, I know Google AdWords platform, I know how to run a campaign, I am running a campaign, and I am building visibility to all the target audience. There are no sales happening or there is no single sale despite you spending 10 lakhs. Now, will business owner keep quiet about this? He will fire you the very next day, right? Correct? So, you have to understand one thing: without selling knowledge, you cannot be a successful digital marketer. So, if selling knowledge of yours did not cooperate, your marketing knowledge is of no use, right? In your body, your tongue, mind, brain, sorry, your brain, tongue, eyes, nose, everything must be quarreling among themselves. Without me, you cannot survive. Without me, you cannot survive. Everybody, right? So now think of just the eyes telling, okay, if I am closing, if I am not working, you cannot do anything in your life. And same thing, mind might tell, despite you having the eyes, you cannot do anything if mind is not working. Correct? And tongue would create disasters and might kill you also.
Yeah.
Correct? So now you cannot treat this independently. See, now as a digital marketer, you cannot say I am the best. That's the only thing I'll do. You cannot really see a sale happening for your business if you are just building visibility. See, if it is offline, it's a different thing. Online now, you have to take care of sale as well. Sale online, what you do, you are not taking a mic and shouting 10 rupees, 10 rupees, 10 rupees. You are not doing that. Okay. So there is an effective way to sell yourself. Okay. See now, you are being taken to a huge crowd, 10 lakh people, and you are being taken to a stage, stage, right? In an event, correct? Now, taking you to the stage itself is marketing. Correct? Correct, guys, everybody? Building visibility for you and taking you onto the stage, calling you onto the stage itself is a significant amount of marketing. Now, how you sell yourself depends on several things. Like as simple as the way how you dress. Correct? Hello, everybody. Even just using this word, how you pronounce it is going to sell you. Correct? Correct? So, as a digital marketer, you have to take care of these kinds of small things. So, for example, when you put an ad about a product or service, you putting a text, we are rated highest for our service quality, right? We sell 20,000 products every minute. Is it not going to sell? That's what people do, right? They try to sell. I own 100 acres land. I own 10 cars. Correct? This is all trying to sell. They are trying to sell something. What are they trying to sell over there? They are trying to sell how how affiliate they are. They are trying to sell their arrogance or pride or maybe something else. See, even a small kid sells a stomach ache and bumps the class. I have used this example earlier as well. That is selling. And what does he do now selling? Did he take a mic and shout? He will start a drama. Correct? In the morning, people, small kid sells a headache and he will bump the class. Correct? See, basically, we all are good marketing and sales professionals by birth. In an interview, if you are attending an interview without you being a good salesperson, you cannot impress the interviewer. You must be applying for a digital marketing role or a Java development role, or you must be applying for accounting role, whatsoever it is. You have to be a good salesperson in order to sell yourself. Correct? See now, selling is not necessarily, people take it wrongly. Selling is roaming the roads, convincing the client. They think of several things. See, you don't have to beg. People selling things, people thinks begging. Selling is not begging. It could be as simple as how you dress, how your voice, how you pronounce things, right? Pronouncing things, how you see, how you react, how you put across the things very effectively. See now, me telling that I have 13 years of experience or 14 years of experience probably could be a selling thing, selling element. Correct? Somebody writing that I have been awarded for so and so thing is selling element. So now, when you are writing your ad campaigns or when you are marketing your business or product, you have make sure that you are communicating all these kinds of things which can sell your product or service. That's all. That's why you need a sales knowledge. You should be capable of selling your product and service effectively as a smart person, not like going behind them. The people will call sometimes over phone again and again. They don't know how to sell. They'll simply ask, "Do you want it? Do you want it?" All they do is, "Do you want it?" Is it clear up to here, guys?
Sure.
Yeah. Okay. So coming back to marketing, there are two different types of. See, marketing is all about building visibility for your product or service to the right audiences, and in this process you're going to understand who is your target audience, where should you be showing your audience, and you should be understanding to whom you should call to in order to put a hoarding on the roadside. Same way here, you're going to learn instead of people over there, you're going to learn some tools here. That's all in your marketing journey, right? And you have to also understand the different types of marketing. Anybody here knows the two different types of marketing? I was speaking about this, and in fact, I spoke about this in many classes.
Push marketing
Push marketing and
and pull marketing.
yeah, can you guys define what is push marketing and what is pull marketing?
Is of marketing activities in order to attract the customer who are badly in need
Okay,
and the stopping activity.
your voice is breaking, Deepak.
So
So what is that?
the
So we now
interest.
hmm,
The full marketing is a set of marketing activities
okay,
to attract the audience of their interest.
okay, okay. So don't get it complicated. I'll give you a simple examples first. You remember this simple daily routine examples, and then you try to put it in a different way. Okay. So, for example, you are sitting at home and you are watching TV, aram se chilling out. Suddenly, somebody knocks the door, dabba, 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 dabba. You will think, oh, something must be serious, and you will open the door, pausing your serious activity, movie, you are deeply immersed in the movie watching, you will pause it and you will go and see, and this person will say, sir, do you want to buy a pen? Correct. And what will be your response to this? Will you be happy about it? Will you really buy from him? You are not. See, at least if he had come and asked you, sir, do you want to buy a popcorn? You would have bought it because you are relaxing. Correct. See now, without knowing what people are interested in, they are just desperate to pull the people into their activity. See now, he don't know whether they are interested or in need of it or not. He just went, he knocked the door and he's asking, do you want to buy a vacuum cleaner? Do you want to buy a surf excel? Do you want to buy a pen? See, trying to promote a product, service, or business without even knowing whether they are badly in need of it or not, or to the people generally with the intention to educate or inform and expect a sale to happen is pull marketing. They are trying to pull you in. Don't pull my legs. Who are doing it? You are not doing it, right? Somebody else is doing it to you, right? Correct? So remember this example, okay? That is, see, pull marketing is set of marketing activities, mostly the educational campaigns, where in this marketing campaigns people educate about the product or service and in return expect the sale to be happening, right? And they are not really approaching people who are badly in need of it. They are not marketing the product or service to the people who are in bad need of it. They are just randomly making an assumption that people might show interest in it and promoting the product, and the sale might happen or might not happen. Correct? That is pull marketing. In push marketing, you are going to build a visibility for your product or service to the people who are badly in need of it. You are going to serve the people who are badly in need of it in push marketing. Simple example: you are again sitting at home, sipping the coffee, watching the TV. Suddenly, your spouse or your mom, your somebody at home says, "There is no jaggery. Go and get 1 kg of jaggery urgently." What will you do now? You will yourself quickly rush to a nearby supermarket. Now, the supermarket owner, what he has done is push marketing. What has he done now? He has researched, there are so many homes around. This is a residential area. Me putting a supermarket here is going to be super good. It's going to work very well, right? And he has invested on the infrastructure, softwares, employees, he maintained the stock. All this is marketing activity. Okay. So this is when somebody comes and asks, I want 1 kg jaggery powder, he just pushes it to them. This is push marketing. Push marketing is all about promoting the product or service to the people who are badly in need of the product already. You are just pushing it to them. That is push marketing. Did you all understand that, guys?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So now on internet, if somebody is coming and asking themselves, correct, that becomes and a business makes sure that they are just available, right? So tomorrow is Sunday. You all want to go to a restaurant to have some biryani or something, a special meal for the day. You will search best restaurants near me. Correct? You are badly in need of it. And now business owner, what he has done, he has paid to a digital marketer some money and he told, please list me on Google. Please show my website on Google. Please show my ads on Google when people are badly in need of it. And whatever activities or investment that he has done is on push marketing. He is showing his business or ads to people who are badly in need of it. Now, business owner too. Now, saloon guy, he is telling that I have newly opened a saloon. Start promoting it on Facebook and Instagram. Maybe saloon might work. Let's take a different example. Let's say I have started digital marketing trainings, or let's say I have started Java trainings. I have started Java trainings or digital marketing trainings. Now I'll go. Let's say I've started Java trainings. Now I'll go to the digital marketing and say, go and promote my business on Facebook and Instagram. He just shows the ad to auto rickshaw drivers, some blue collar laborers, to everybody. In fact, he don't know whether people are interested in Java or not. Correct? Even if he picks the specific age group between 20 to 28 or 30, still we don't know how many of this age group. There could be there could be 10 crore people, there could be 60 crore people in the country falling in the age group of 20 to 30. But do you think all the 60 crore people are looking for Java course or training? No, right? It's shooting in the dark. He's making an assumption that I'll show ad to people in the age group of 20 to 60. These are the people who will take the trainings, and he's shooting in the dark. That is pull marketing, correct? Regardless of end users need, want, or necessity, or without even knowing that who has the need or who has necessity, you are shooting in the dark. That is pull marketing, correct? So, and I believe that there are n number of marketing channels now: Facebook, Instagram, Google, LinkedIn, Quora, Google search, Bing search, Google ads, Google display ads, YouTube ads, correct? All of this fall into the category of push or pull marketing. And I believe you all are smart enough to understand which is push marketing and which is pull marketing now, correct? You all understood push and pull marketing, right? Is it clear? Okay. Now, next thing. Now, since you all are going to get started as a digital marketers, it's super important. See, understanding this push marketing, pull marketing, and marketing, sales, all this could be super simple. But even before that, since you are going to become a digital marketer, you are not just a marketer, correct? Digital marketer is you are going to do this marketing activities on the internet, whether that is carrying a surf excel powder to door, or whether that is setting up a supermarket. You are now going to do all of that online, not offline, correct? So if you are doing online, see, don't you be curious if you are going to let's say Dubai or Qatar or Australia or Singapore? Won't you be curious to know when you land there what is next? Should you be catching an auto or a rickshaw or a flight or a car, or where should you go, correct? Or in order to go to Singapore, what should you do, correct? You need passport, you need visa, correct? You need to know how to board at the airport, right? So if you think if you think of promoting your business on internet, it's going to happen just like that. You can do it blindly like a layman. So I'll give a simple example. I'll give you a simple example. Somebody must have told you, do not. Uh, let's take this example. Okay, can anybody here explain me? Do you all know what is full moon day, half moon day? Amavasya, Punnami, Punnami. Uh,
Yeah,
and then few people say that Amavasya day don't go outside. Do you all know the reason behind it? And you know Marwadis they don't want to open the shops also on that day.
yeah, it's,
Are you all aware of it? Guys, are you all there?
Yes, sir.
Sir.
So Amavasya, there are some communities that don't even open the shops, and in many communities in India, in countries like India, people tell to not go outside also, or they will tell wherever you go, even before sunsets, please come home quickly. Correct? You know what is the reason behind that? And you all still follow, right? Many such things
yeah, it's fun.
in every culture, in every religion.
It's hard and some difference.
Hindus follow, Muslims follow, Christians, Jewish, every religion has something like that. Everything for good people had made, but now we don't know why we are doing something. We have no clue why we are doing certain things. Correct?
You're following them.
Correct? I'll give you a simple example. If you are not learning the basics of digital marketing, how you would end up into a problem. So it's a quite interesting example. Can we get started? See, I want you all to be very interactive. If you are busy with something else, maybe we'll close it for today and we will restart it tomorrow. Can we proceed or should we wind it up for today?
I think that's what you didn't understand.
Can you all hear me now?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
So I'm asking, are we good to continue or should we pause this?
Continue, sir.
Okay. So I am about to tell that if you are not understanding the basics or the real purposes, and if you are blindly learning something. So one such example I have taken is Amavasya or half moon day, correct? So people do so many things and they don't know why they do it, correct? So for that, same way in digital marketing, people do a lot of things and they don't know why they do it, and that's when they mess themselves. That's when they become useless digital marketers, and that's when they cannot bring any fortune to the business. So you shouldn't be, none of us here should be of that kind. We have to understand everything properly, everything to the core. You should be in a position to answer why something is done. If I ask you to jump from this floor, from the third floor to the ground floor, will you do that? You'll ask, why should I do that, correct? Because you know the consequences. If you jump, you might break your leg or hand, or you might lose your life also, correct? But the problem in digital marketing domain is there are a lot of digital marketers who blindly does things, and if you ask why did you do that, they don't know. Somebody has written on the internet after 7 o'clock, after 7:1 at sharp 7:1, you jump from the third floor and you will see a miracle happening in your life. And they don't know how that works, what is the logic behind it, and they'll simply go and jump. Okay, so I'll take another few strong examples how you can get into a real mess if you're not understanding digital marketing properly. Okay, if you're not understanding the basics or purpose of doing something in digital marketing domain. Okay, so basic common example that everybody could understand. I'll just get started with it. Okay, so there is a village. There is a village, and in this village there is one girl or a woman. So she did not had kids for quite some years, for several years. Let's say she got married in 2015 and it's 2024 and she don't have kids. And in the same village, there is one wise man. Wise man is nothing but knowledgeable person. He's not a doctor or a scientist. He's just mature, knowledgeable. He doesn't simply speak nonsense. He suggests everything logically, right? So now this person was helping people solve their problems, right? So one day this girl goes to him and says, "Sir, I I got married so many years back and I don't have kids till now." So now this person of the village knows who is she and everything about her. Okay, and looking at her, she understands. Okay, so that girl is very inactive physically, very inactive. Her business or work or something, whatever she is doing, she is very inactive, and she is probably prone to thyroid. Okay, and that must be creating a problem. So now he did not explain any of these things, and she doesn't understand, or she may take it wrongly. If he says you are not working, or if you are not, or it can be anything. So this person, what he does, he simply understands that she being physically active can solve the problem, right? So now what he does, so he says, Amma, you see the temple on the mountain every day morning. Wake up and go by 5 o'clock to the temple every day morning, and you do that way for 2 months, and everything will set right. Are you all following me?
Yes, sir.
And she climbs that mountain and she does that for 2 months, and her health, everything gets set, and she will conceive and she will have a baby. This is story one. Okay, and now this wise man are being, I mean, like people, this wise man has properly analyzed it and has suggested the right measure, correct? So now another scenario, a boy in a town, in a village, comes to him, Aya, so for me, sir, for me, a lot of pimples on the face. What should I do? Okay. So now this person simply asks him some questions. Arey, where are you from? What do you do? Who is your father? What do you do? He says, okay, we are from a farming background. We do farming. And he'll ask, which crop have you grown in the farm recently? So he says, we have grown horse gram. All of you know horse gram. Okay. So he again continues to ask some random questions for that boy. He has come over there to get the pimples addressed, and this person is asking, what is your dad, who is your dad, what he does, which crop have you cultivated. He says ox gram, and he asks, what do you eat every day. So in all these questions he understands that they have grown horse gram and they are eating horse gram in a large volume, plenty of horse gram every day. And almost for the last 1 year they are eating, and finally there is only one bag left. Okay. So now what this person does, see, this person analyzes and understands. See, basically horse gram is very heat to the body. Okay. So it's fed to the horses, very energetic, but it's very hot to the body. So now this person understood. He did not explain anything to the boy. He simply told, okay, bacha, go and feed this to a cow or to the horse. You told you have only half bag or one bag left. Feed all of this to the cow. So now this guy goes and feed this either to the cow or to the horse, right? From next day there is no horse gram in the house, right? And he'll start using rice or some other grain, and in course of time he gets better, right? So now this wise man in the village is getting praised for all of these things, and now this wise man also has one son who is also observing all of these things, right? And in course of time like this he keeps helping people, suggesting, he analyzes the problem properly, he understands why, the root cause for everything, right? And he's fixing it. So now this person died, and villagers did not stop coming to his house. They still continued to come. Now this wise man who died was never charging a single rupee to anyone, and now his son started that as a career. His son started charging people. So now take this another scenario. Now his son has come in the charge. Now a person in the town comes to the son and says, "Aya, so for me, I'm feeling very heavy, stomach heavy, my chest is also feeling very heavy." And this fellow don't know why his dad has asked that girl to go to the mountain temple every day. He blindly acts like as if he's a very brilliant guy, acts like he's thinking deep, and he simply says, "You go to the temple early in the morning, that is located on the mountain." So the problem here is he has a cardiac issue, and he has to suggest something that works out for him. And he says, "You climb the mountain," and he climbs the mountain for 3 days, and fourth day he dies. Right? Now another scenario. See, now what is the problem here? He did not understand why his dad has told someone to go to the temple in the morning. So like that he had so many things suggested across to the villages. Now this fellow doesn't know for what he was suggesting what. He just mixes and matches everything and simply shoots in the dark. So now second scenario, one boy comes and he says, "Aya, so for me, every time giddiness, my head will be rotating," right? Now he simply randomly asks some questions, but he don't know what to do out of those answers of questions. He simply says, "Okay, how much grain you have?" He says, "Sir, we are very poor people. We have just only one small 1 kg of rice left at home. For the next 1 week, we have to survive on that." This fellow don't know why his dad had told someone to feed a horse gram to the cow. This fellow now randomly thinks, "Okay, 1 kg rice is there. Go and feed it to the cow." This guy feeds it to the cow. He starves and he dies. Out of hunger, he dies next few days. See now, his dad had told someone to go to the temple. His dad had told someone to feed something to the cow or to the horse. Correct? He analyzed it properly, the root cause of the problem, and he has suggested it all correctly. But his son, did he do all of that correctly? He randomly did something that's been told. See, what his dad has told correct. Perfect. Now, same way on the internet, people write random shit like that, a lot of shit like that. You go and do something and you will see a lot of sales coming. Are from their perspective, they have figured out what works, what doesn't work. They have figured out the root cause or something that really works for them. And now you blindly doing doesn't make any sense. And now trust me, 90% of the digital marketers do a lot of things blindly like this. And 99% of the SEO professionals do all things wrongly, blindly. And now it's a probability case, it's a lottery. They might succeed or might not succeed, correct? If you are closing your eyes and shooting, it might hit the target and might not, correct? Right? So not knowing and doing things is dangerous. You might succeed or might not succeed, and that's why there are very few successful digital marketers in that domain. People who cannot understand these concepts thoroughly, how things work, they will their growth will be very slow. Are you all getting it?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So now coming to our domain. Okay, so that's why we have to understand the basics properly. And anyways, these basics are not going to be blockers. The most important things would be how search engines work. The most important thing would be understanding this. See, as a digital marketer, you have to understand psychology as well. You have to understand what makes people interest in your product. Correct? So when will they respond properly to your ad? So you have to be good at psychology as well. A good salesperson will be a good has to be a good psychologist as well. You should be able to read the person's mind. But everybody tries doing that, and that's the reason many people don't find sales domain as the right domain. They fail at it. See, there is no such domain that works or that doesn't work. So now let's say I cannot climb like a monkey. So your knowledge or expertise is something else, and you investing the knowledge and domain expertise into a respective field could bring maximum outcome for you. So you are not interested in sales. Have you seen? I have seen very successful salespeople. I have seen salespeople with a salary of 5 lakhs, 6 lakhs a month. 5 lakhs, 6 lakhs a month. They are exceptionally good at it. They understand the human psychology. They love it. They are very talkative. They can impress anybody. They are confident that they can sell the product. They have got that knack. And now, people, if they could sell successfully, they will enjoy it and they'll enjoy their career as well. Now, you're meeting 100 people, and if you could sell it to only 10 people, you will be disappointed, correct? And you start hating your job or role as well, correct? So it's not necessarily always problem with you, or you might be having love or passion for your domain, but doing it to the wrong people also. Now, for example, let's say, can I take the diamonds and start selling in the streets? Can I start selling the diamonds in the street, or in a very can I start selling a Benz car or a Mercedes car in Mumbai slums? Where should I sell that car? See, whether you go to the slums, or I mean, like whether you go to the economically rich areas or poor areas, your effort is going to be the same, right? How you approach people. See, you might go in a bike to a people, correct? You might take a flight and you might go, correct? Your effort is all same. Your passion, your effort for selling, your knowledge, everything is same. But it was wrong targeting. You went to places which are economically very poor, very bad, very हाँ? समोसा जलेबी सभी को जलेबी भी लाएंगे हाँ लाओ बैठो सभी बैठो इधर खाएंगे ये start going to his home he won't come back he's a training he spent here for 1 year okay okay fine guys you understood right see you could be a very good salesperson or a very good marketing person but doing it in the wrong places will not have any kind of worth or value to you correct correct
Yes, sir.
in movies I have seen some comedy he wants to propose a girl and instead of proposing to that girl he is proposing some doll which looks exactly like that girl and he is expecting a response back see his practice his effort whatever he has done there is no change right but now the problem is he did not understand whether he is doing it to the doll or to the real person proposing correct are you all able to relate all this? See, your intelligence starts from there. See, even to do the sales, marketing, or to work as a developer, or even to clear the interview, you have to understand the people, market, psychology. And trust me, what you're going to learn in this digital marketing classes is going to be super useful whether you work as a digital marketer or a Java developer or a scientist or a salesperson or marketing or maybe something else. All this is what we're going to discuss is more of common sense, more of the trending tools in the internet which have to be mastered by everybody. Everybody has to use. See, to commute, you are using vehicle, bike or a car, and of course, everybody has to learn it driving and learn the riding the bike. Correct? Same way in this generation, everybody has to learn the marketing platforms. Are you all able to relate it, guys?
Yes, sir.
Everyone have to learn these skills, right? So that's why we have made it free for women. Not me, not Canada Distill. There is a different company called Learn and Thrive. So digital marketing courses or certain other skills which are going to enable women to work from anywhere, work as per their convenience and free times, mainly for housewives or people who cannot go and work outside. There are some 20 to 30 courses which are being delivered for free. Okay, same training, and I am the training for some of the courses. They have many more trainers delivering such trainings for different. I mean, like people, if people are opting for stack development, Java course, or maybe Salesforce Marketing Cloud, or UI UX, graphic designing. For all those, there are different trainers. So I am doing digital marketing training for people whom are opting digital marketing training. Okay, and so the batch that you see right in the February class sheet, there are around 15 to 16 people. Some of them are under women empowerment program. Thanks, Pitambar. Check लीजिए. ना तो कुछ ना तो बस. Okay.
Those guys are missing, right? Those guys are missing speeds.
Okay. So now we'll get started with some basic things that we have heard almost every day, but we don't know what they are. Okay. Okay. First thing, guys, you all have heard of a term called server, right? What is this server?
It's storage.
Yeah, everybody else whomsoever have joined online. So I am getting answers from the offline here class, but online you all have to contribute.
Sir, server is a storage space.
Have you ever used memory card in your phone?
Yes, sir.
Is that a server? That's also storing, right?
Yeah.
You are storing your rice in some container. Is that a server?
No, sir.
Girish?
So according to me, it's a network where we can connect, we can access some sort of data or something like that, or we can share the data. It will
You
be connecting.
understand? Okay, Bhargavi, what is server?
It's very slow, sir.
Ah, very?
Slow, sir. Breaking. The voice is breaking, sir.
Okay, can you hear me now?
Yes, yes, sir.
It's clear? Okay, so I'm asking what is server? Can you please shed some light on this topic? What is a server? बस. नहीं नहीं बस. जलेबी नहीं नहीं समोसा नहीं नहीं बस. What is server? Bhargavi, you can hear me, right?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Well,
Yeah. Any idea what is server?
server is internet, sir.
Internet is different, server is different, madam. I'm asking who is Bhargavi, you are telling some beautiful girl. Who is Bhargavi?
Yes, sir.
Server is not internet, internet is not server. They are different. Looks like you are here at Agra Bake, right? Having tea, coffee, samosa. Okay, fine. You can mute it, Bhargavi, so there is some disturbance. I'll tell what is server. So, all of you, to an extent, are correct, but it will lose its meaning when you leave it in bits. Somebody told storage space, someone told
Like a computer.
communication. See, server, as you said, it's a storage space which can store data, not rice or paddy or ragi. Okay, so server is a storage space that stores data. Okay, and it can process the data and simultaneously communicate it with multiple computers. It can take the instructions or commands from the computer, or it can communicate simultaneously the information to multiple computers at one time, and it also has a processing capacity, the RAM, right? Any storage space that can simultaneously communicate with the computers and has got a capacity to manage this data to process this data is called a server. See, your memory card cannot be connected to multiple devices at a time, or it cannot process. It will not have the processor. Okay, it's just a simple storage space. It can hold memory, but it cannot really communicate it with the multiple devices or process the data. It just renders it to a device, your mobile device or any device. So storage, hard disk also same thing. The external hard disk that you connect to your computers, they can just store the data, but they cannot simultaneously communicate to multiple computers or process the data. Right? That's a server. Right? And people must be saying that the server is down. What is this server?
Speed of the retrieving data, sir.
Mm, not speed of the internet data. Okay. So now the server definition which we discussed now, it has to be called as local server. So if you are setting up a server which can store all your company's data and processes and interacts with your computers within your organization, there are 100 computers. That's a local server. So where computers in your organization, some 50 computers are there. If they are communicating with your computer, how do they communicate again? We'll discuss. That's called as local server. Now, if this server can communicate to any computer across the globe from any part of the globe, that's called as internet server, right? It's called as internet server. Okay, I'll tell you what is this internet server and why it is called as down as well. Even before that, we will discuss few more things. The most common terms, internet. What is internet? Okay, all the best. Bye. Happy journey. Himachal Pradesh. Yeah. What is internet? Anybody here?
Sir, internet is a communication between the computer there.
Communication is happening between the computers within the office also.
Yes,
So
sir.
whatever
Yeah.
I upload on my computer, and let's say there is no internet connection in my office at all, still that information can be seen in another computer. Can that be called as internet? See, you are correct. Exchange of information or communication between two computers in any part of the globe, or simply exchange of information or communication between the two computers over the World Wide Web is called as internet. What is this World Wide Web? World Wide Web is nothing but, did you ever wonder how is water coming to your doorsteps? 500 kilometers somewhere, a dam, a water comes up to your house. Correct? Correct, guys?
Yes, sir. Yes.
How is that happening?
Through channels, sir.
Yeah, so there is channel or network connection, right? It's not breaking, right? Connected. And another 500 kilometers, it will be providing water to all the places. Correct? So if you look at this, there is a pipeline right under the ground. Correct? They lay the pipelines right everywhere, and water comes through the pipeline. Correct? Correct? Now, what's happening is here, water has limitations. Water cannot really, it will be one side flowing. Are you all following me?
Yes, sir.
Right?
So,
See, water, every area has got its respective dams, channels, correct? Across the globe, correct? So now when it comes to exchange of information between the computers, there is only one single network across the globe. Like how a pipeline is connected from your overhead tank to the complete house, but here this is one way communication. From overhead tank it always comes to different places. Now think of, from the same place again it has to take some water return to the tank. You could think of, imagine like how the network has to be. See now anything that you want to send to any part of the any part of the globe, come for the computer from sitting in any part of the globe, so it's not happening in the air. To an extent it's happening in the air, but that network, there are towers and all. So for these towers there is a, under the ground there is a network or cables laid. This network or cables are not from Delhi to India, Bangalore, or Bangalore to Mysore. No, it's not like that. It's a mesh that's connected to every part of the globe. So probably within the country, it's a mesh net. How the net will look like? From this place to that place to this place, it's within the country, and from country to outside countries, from the border also, it gets connected same way. See, even internet came into picture. There is such network or the mesh that laid in the ground, right? The communication or exchange of information is happening over these cables. And now, if you are using a Wi-Fi, it's happening through a cable again, through the router to the cable it's sent, and from this cable it goes to any part of the globe. Correct? Are you all getting it?
Yes, sir.
So there is a network built under the ground across the globe. That's the World Wide Web. Right? Cables laid in the ground. And anything that you are communicating today are passing through these cables. It's not just happening directly from at this point to USA in the air only. It ultimately goes to the cable only. Correct? From your computer to router, it's going in the air. But not from your router or modem. Not from your modem. From your modem again, there are cables connected. Have you seen that? And these cables must be coming from the ground only, correct? Correct, guys?
Yes, sir.
So the exchange of the information between the computers over the World Wide Web is called as Internet. And same way, instead of doing it across the globe, if you are doing this cabling only within your office, you see that CAT cable. So you must have seen that cables, internet cables plugged to the computers, right? That's nothing but the fiber net cable. So the communication happens over that cable, and you can have that network or cable within your office only. And if the computers within your office are communicating over that mesh, over that cable, they are called as intranet. The exchange of information between the computers within the closed network, not the World Wide Web, but within the closed network, it's called as intranet. If the exchange of information between the computers over the World Wide Web from any part of the globe, from point A to point B, from any part of the globe, it's called as internet. Did you all get that? You all understood what is internet and what is intranet? Can anyone repeat it? What is internet and what is intranet?
Sir, internet is the internet which is used throughout the world, sir. Intranet is it is bound to like very specific location. It might be like within the organization or within the company.
You gave me only half answer, Girish, but good try. So, internet is exchange. See, this is important. You have to speak about this exchange of information between the computers on the World Wide Web. It's a mesh or a cabling or a network that's connected across the globe from one place to the other place. Everywhere. There is no place left on the earth, maybe except the forest. Right? So that is World Wide Web, and exchange of information between the computers over the World Wide Web. They are called as internet. And exchange of information between the computers within the closed group, within the organization or within the closed group outside of organization. It can be outside of organization, from HSR to BDM or BDM to Martha Leave, but it's not across the globe. It's happening within the closed group. And this exchange of information between the computers over the closed groups, and most of the times, 90% of the time, this closed group will be within the organization, within the company, same building. It's called as intranet. So you have to use this words exchange of information between the computers. You are typing hi here on Facebook chat, and someone from Pakistan or Australia or Bangladesh or Indonesia or China will see that message, correct? And they will also send hi dear,
Yeah.
correct? That's the exchange of information. Or you will publish some post here on Facebook, the photos of your trip, and somebody from USA will see those photos. That's the exchange of information between the computers across the globe, from any part of the globe, over the world wide web, is called as internet. It's clear, right?
Yes, sir.
You all understood the definition of internet, intranet, server, internet server, right? Did you ever wonder what should you do if you have to build your own website, and how does that will be accessible for everybody else? Guys, do you know how websites are built? Okay, forget about websites. Now, do you know how do you promote your business on the internet? What should you be doing? So let's assume we all had been to a trip. Let's assume we all have gone for a outing, some trip. We all took some photos. If I ask you to send those photos, how do you send those photos to me?
So it's on internet.
WhatsApp, email?
Yeah. WhatsApp, they have something platform. WhatsApp stuff. Like this.
Right? So now if you have to send that to me, you are sending it to me on WhatsApp or Instagram, email. That's the ideal way of
Yeah, I did.
sending. Or you might upload it to Google Drive
Yeah.
or some other WeTransfer or something else. Correct? But it can be accessed or downloaded only by you, correct? Not everybody can download or everybody can see it, correct? Only
Yeah.
between two of us. If you are sending on WhatsApp, it's going to be only between two of us.
Maybe.
If you are sending by email, only between two of us, correct? Now, if you want the whole world to see it, what should you be doing?
Post on some social network.
Ideally, forget about there are no such Facebook, Instagram. If you want the whole world to see it, what should you do? Is it possible for you to send the emails and WhatsApps to everybody in the world?
No.
No, sir.
What should you be doing?
Website or a blog, sir?
Oh, sorry?
Website or a blog?
Website or a blog. Okay, correct. But I'll give you. Call you back. Guys, give me 2 minutes. or any platform that you want, you can connect to
Yeah, you
it.
can connect there, but it won't come the exact data. So what?
You have to process or understand.
So Google Sheet and Google Analytics can be connected, and then from that data we can get a.
Yes, yes, that's all. Okay. Don't connect all the websites, but try with one VLS.
Ah,
Okay, I'm back. Yeah. So what were we discussing, guys? Server, internet, intranet. Right? Yeah, I asked you all question. So if the whole world has to see it, what should you be doing? So if you have to send the photos to your friend, you will be sending it to him on WhatsApp
It's a process.
or maybe on email or we transfer or you pick any mode, even on Facebook and Instagram, only in the personal chat, correct?
Yeah.
You are not sending it to the whole world, right? The whole world is not capable of seeing your photos or images. Girish and Deepak, you both are there, right?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Offline I could see, online I have to check now and then. Okay. So, right. So, what should you be doing if you have to make everybody in the world to see that? See, photos you don't mind, that's personal thing. But if it's a business, you are into some business, you want to sell some products. What should you be doing if the whole world has to see them? So now think of a scenario when there was no Facebook, when there was no Instagram, when there was no Facebook. Google. What should you do?
It's often promoting.
See now you have something sitting in your home cupboard. Let's say some gold or jewelry. How will people get to know that you have them?
Whether they didn't say, whether they didn't.
So you will start wearing it every time, everywhere, wherever you go, and you start showcasing it, right? So that people will get to know you have lots of gold, with
Yeah,
you,
lots
correct?
of coincidence, yeah.
Right? So now keeping it at home always nobody gets to know.
Yeah.
You have to bring it to the public.
Same.
Now what is public here? You have to put the information here on the internet server. Internet server. If you are putting in your D drive to E drive, still people will not get to know. Your resume, if you are moving from your D drive to E drive, will HR get to know that you are applying for some job? You have to put it on internet server. So that's when so many people came forward and built the platforms like Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, Google, everybody. They started allowing you to put on internet through their domain names. See, ideally, what happens is when you buy a plot, let's assume, so when you buy an internet server, see, we all buy the internet servers. If you have to make it to the public, if you have to build the website, we have to buy the internet server. From where do we buy the internet server? So there are companies who are maintaining the servers, and these servers are connected to the internet, and maintaining all this is quite expensive. They are selling it as a service. They are renting out spaces. Now we buy those internet servers or internet servers. The alternate name is hosting, web hosting, right? And when we buy this server space, they won't sell you the complete server, which will be big room or very 10 to 10 floor building or small, whatsoever it is, small or big. You cannot afford to buy all of it, right? They will give you some small space in one corner, 100 GB, 500 GB, unlimited space as you use, you can go with it, or maybe 10 GB, something like this. Now, how do they give that access? How do you access that your space? See, if it's a 100-acre land that's getting developed to 500, to, not 500, let's say some 5,000 plots. How will you recognize where is your plot now? A 100 acres land or a 1,000 acres land is developed by a developer, right? For residential constructions, they have split that into 5,000 plots, PLOTS plots. Now you want to buy them, or you have bought them already. How do you know where is your plot now? You have got the specific directions, plot number, correct?
Yeah, identity.
Kata number, something. Some there are so many numbers associated with it, right? Right? Correct, guys.
Yep. Sure.
Sure.
Same way, when you purchase the hosting space or the server space, they will give you the number that's called as IP address. IP address is Internet Protocol address. So whatever you store over there can be accessed by typing this ID. Whatever you store, it can be accessed. Now Flipkart stores all their products information in a server, internet server, hosting server, and all can be accessed by number 191.71.32.2. Correct? Now, can Flipkart really start telling to people, go access all the content or information pertaining to my product, service, or business by typing 191.72.32.2? They cannot. Even if they tell, people cannot remember. Right? See, ideally, the content on the internet server can be accessed by 191.72.32.32.1, something like this, by typing like this. But now practically it becomes super difficult for people to remember and type, right? So what they have done, the concept came into the picture. That is, instead of that number, you can give a name to that number. That's called as domain name. What did Flipkart do now? Flipkart bought a domain name. Flipkart, Flipkart.com. They gave a name to it and they connected this IP address and their domain name. Now instead of you typing 191.72.32.1, you'll simply type Flipkart. You can remember easily, right? The names. Correct? Girish.com, Deepak.com. Correct? Right? You can remember. So they bought a domain name and they connected the domain name with the IP address. And everybody tell now, see, Facebook, ideally speaking, you could have accessed Facebook 192.43.21.9 slash Manjunath hyphen Chaudhary. Now, how will somebody recognize which IP address, which number belongs to whom? Now, what they did, they told, boss, it's not going to happen. Let's give some name or a brand term so that people can recognize or identify it easily. So it became facebook.com slash Manjunath Chaudhary. So if I type this, the Facebook URL will open. Correct? You all understood this?
Yes, sir.
How it works? Okay. So what is next? You have built it, fine. So now you have bought a domain name. You have bought an internet server. Instead of internet server, we'll call it as hosting now. So you have a hosting, you have a domain name, correct? But how do you push all your photos to your internet server or to the hosting? How do we do that? Are you going to call GoDaddy and tell, or any other hosting provider, Amazon, GoDaddy, or net hosting, Hostinger, anybody, and call and tell, there are 2 bags full of photos, come and take it and put it on your hosting or server? No, right? So they have given a complete control to you. You can do all of that by yourself. You can handle all of that very effectively by yourself. Okay? So if it is too much for you guys for today, we'll wind it up for today and we will continue this tomorrow if you guys are available. Okay? Or maybe some other Saturday or some other Sunday. Is it fine, guys, or should I continue up to 9 o'clock? Guys?
Morning,
Sir.
No. Should we continue this or wind it up for today and do it tomorrow? Or if tomorrow is not comfortable, we can do some other day also.
Yes, sir.
Yes is okay, but you haven't told your decision. Should we continue or should we close it for today? Everybody? I can do up to 9 or 10 also, no problem. Yeah, Girish, Deepak?
Sir, continue for 15 more minutes, sir.
Okay.
Up to 8. After that, we can wind it.
Okay. Okay. So now we understood that we have to put it on internet server or hosting, and internet server you cannot set it up. You cannot take a plot from 1,000 acre single plot, single agriculture land, right? So a builder will develop and one piece that you will be able to buy, right? So same way from the internet servers companies whichever are setting up, they are called as also hosting. You will buy the hosting and you will buy the domain name. You will connect the domain name and you will connect to the hosting, correct? So that by typing that name, people can access content whatever is put on the hosting, correct? Now, how do we put content into the server, into the hosting? How do we do that is the question. Any idea, guys? How do we do that? How do we do that? So, there are softwares or application to do that. There is something called as file transfer protocol. I'll give names, some file transfer protocol application names. This will just help you to transfer content on your computer to your server. And there are many such file applications or the softwares or tools available for free, right? To name a few, FileZilla, WinSCP, something called as Dugzilla or Duggo, something like that. There are n number of applications. Of all this, the most popular are FileZilla and WinSCP. Okay. Otherwise, if you have a software developer, a programmer can build an application to upload the information that can be pushed to the server, right? Correct. That's also called as content management system, which not only pushes to the server but also presents or shows it to you on the front end on the website as well. FileZilla just allows you to move the content to the server, but whereas a content management system will allow you to upload content to the server, as well as it also allows you to play around with the options and show the content on your website as well. Okay, understood, guys?
Yes, sir.
So on the document, I have put some screenshots of FileZilla and WinSCP, or maybe only FileZilla. Just go through that once. Okay, you will get an idea. Go through that once. Okay. So now, coming back now, I understand. If you are building a website by yourself, you can transfer all the content or information using FileZilla or WinSCP and FTP application. FTP is what is FTP here? File Transfer Protocol. Protocol is nothing but set of guidelines or the rule. You must have seen, right? The security protocol, the Prime Minister, the Chief Minister, security protocols. Protocol is what set of guidelines or set of instructions is called as protocol. FTP is file transfer. To transfer the file, you are just maintaining certain set of instructions or guidelines. That is file transfer protocol, FTP in short. And WinSCP or FileZilla is going to help you to transfer your files from your computer to internet server. Correct? So now if you have built beautiful website, even this website can be transferred from your computer to internet server using file transfer protocol. Or the servers will come with their own control management system, cPanel, control panels. From there also you can upload content, like how you upload photo to Facebook. They will give you the option, right? LinkedIn, Facebook. Same way you can log into your servers. See, when they give you the server space, see how do you access your C drive, E drive through your computer, right? Now when they give hosting, they cannot send a computer to you, right? So they will give you a control panel. They will give you the control panel. You can have the password, usernames, and you can have all kinds of controls to your server. That is cPanel, and that allows you to upload your file or content or information as well to the server. Okay, did you all get that?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so now straight away, and now your website backend or content management system, one and the same. Content management system and backend is one and the same. But the advantage with content management system is content management system is not only helping you to upload the content or information to the server, but it is also helping you to build a beautiful website as well. Or it may not help you to build a website, but at least gives you the functionalities to manage your website's contents. Okay, so now we can understand how the websites are built. Okay, see one thing, let's assume none of you here knows English. If I have to communicate to you, in which language should I be communicating? Regional languages, Malayalam, Kannada, Telugu, right? Regional languages. So if none of you know English, if I have to still communicate something or explain something to you, I may have to speak to you in the language that you understand, correct? Same way now, if we have to communicate information, if we have to send information over the web to the browsers or to the computers, to the browsers or to the computers or to the internet servers, i cannot I cannot send the information. It's something like this. So if you go to a supermarket, there is a method followed in giving the oil packets to you, correct? This is not a right example. Okay, so for example, you follow certain kind of protocol or a procedure. If you're getting into holy places, like you wash your legs, hands, and you get into the temples or the holy places, churches or mosque, whatsoever it is, correct? So before getting into it, people follow certain things. So here on the internet, your information cannot be processed or considered until unless it follows certain guidelines of exchanging the information on the internet. Okay, so there is a language. If you're writing your content or information in text, you are writing hi, right? In message, you are just typing hi. And do you think this hi is just hi? This hi will be wrapped in a piece of code in order to send it over the web to another computer, right? The hi doesn't go as a text, so it gets wrapped in a language, in a programming language that is called as hypertext markup language. That is HTML, hypertext markup language, HTML. Any piece of information that if you have to send from your computer to the internet servers, and if internet servers in return have to send to some other computers, that information has to be compulsorily get wrapped in HTML. That is hypertext markup language. Are you all following me? You all understood?
Yes, sir.
Okay. See, writing any information on the Word document is so easy, right? Now, if you have to communicate or write anything, you have to use hypertext markup language. So, for example, and this language, learning this language is not that difficult, and moreover, if you are learning this, it's not going to be of a loss thing also. But as a digital marketer, you don't have to really learn this language. Okay. But anyways, I'll show you simple methods or simple basic things in the this language. Okay. So this is called as HTML, is hypertext markup language. Correct. And now, if you have to put any information into the server, so let's say I'm going to type, this is my first website. I cannot upload this file. I cannot save this file to anything like doc.txt and all. So I have to save it as I have to save this as march class.html, and where I'm going to store this, maybe let's put it in downloads, save it. Yeah, you see here march class.html. I cannot put this, it's saved already, it's .html, you could see here left side. It cannot be just put like this. And now if you open this, let's see what it shows. See, it's not showing, this is my first website. It's actually showing, but then see on your browser it's showing. But if you have to do anything to this website, see there are so many spaces, 1, 2, 3, and then it is showing, right? Where is that space here? It's not there, nothing is there, correct? Now if I have to upload this internet servers, and if internet servers has to render this properly onto the browsers, I have to use, it's okay, leave it. So I have to mark it in wrap it in HTML, right? It's something like this. So if you don't want food to be spoiling, you will wrap it under some paper or cover, or if something shouldn't be spoiled, it should not, I mean like infected dust shouldn't enter into it, you'll be wrapping it with cover, correct? Same way now for exchange of the information over the internet, or if the browsers has to understand your information, if they have to pass it from one computer to another computer on the internet, it has to be wrapped in HTML. HTML will be always written with a opening tag HTML, and now for every opening tag there will be a closing tag, right? I'm just bringing it, and HTML will have opening body tag, head tag and body section. There are two sections, head and body. Head will be head section, and of course head will also have closing tag, and in the head section there will be usually commands or instructions to the bots. This is my first practice page, my first practice page. Now look at this, I'm going to store this, and you will not see this here. This is my practice page. You see this is my first web page only, and you don't see this piece of information, correct? Where is this piece of information? So whatever you put in the head section doesn't show up on the web page, but this will show up here. See, this is my first practice page. Okay. So now next, head tag, and head tag is closed. Head tag, if you have many other instructions like this for browsers, for search engines, you can put all of them in the head section. And after head there is something called as body tag. Okay. For every opening tag there will be a closing tag in HTML. Okay, so now this is what goes inside the body, or this is the page developed in the class on March 2nd evening. Okay, and usually this content will be always wrapped in a tag called paragraph. If you are editing in Word document, you'll pick the paragraph tag, heading tags, right? So now here you cannot pick something like this. Do you see anywhere paragraph tag, heading tag, right? Headings, options, buttons? No, you don't see, right? Hence you have to write it in HTML like this. Let me save this, and now I'll reload this. See this? This is the page developed in the class on March 2nd evening, correct? So now I can upload this to the server. I'll show that as well to you. So let me go to the internet server. So where is my internet server? My internet server is here. So now I have purchased the hosting space or internet server from GoDaddy. Okay. So now look at this, how they have given a control to you. Click on cPanel. So this is the control panel for my hosting, and I'm clicking on it. And this is where all my content file manager. File manager is something similar to a file manager on your computer, but now look at this. This is indicating this is connected to internet. This is where we have to put the contents. And I'll not put content wherever I want. First thing is, do I have any website here? There are so many websites, but I don't want to put anything here. So what I'll do, I'll create a new website first. Okay. So what will I do is, I'll create a new website here, domains. So ideally speaking, in domains, it shows all the websites which I am purchasing, which I have purchased. But now I don't want to purchase, I'll create a subdomain. So I'll click on create a new domain. I'll call this as, what should we call this as? Extra class dot candradigital.com. So now what happens here? So it's creating a separate folder under this server called extraclass.candradigital.com. Submit, right? So now you can see that folder here, extraclass.candradigital.com. I'll show it to you. You go back to your control panel, file manager, and come here. You will see extra class, extraclass.candradigital.com. Correct? Do you all see that? Sorry, this is evening class. Extra class is here. Extra class. This is extra class. Okay, now type this extraclass.candradigital.com. Do you see anything here? Nothing. It says, see, when there is a folder, but do you see any content or information inside this folder? There is nothing here. See, the C bin is a default folder. There won't be anything. There is nothing here, correct? And hence 403 forbidden indicates that there is no information in the place that where you are looking for, correct? Right? So now what will I do? Upload the HTML file which you have built. Select files. Just now I have built a HTML page, correct? It's in the downloads. March class, correct? .html. Open it.
It's uploading itself.
Uploaded. Now reload this. Your website is working. It will work. Let me come back. I might have done some mistakes. Oops.
Yeah, it's fine.
Let me see if I have done any mistakes. Did you type it correctly? Extra class only, right? Extra class, we created it. Extra class dot digital.com. Extra class dot digital.com. Let me try uploading once again. Did we do any mistakes here? Let me save this. Oh, it says 7:55. 8:03. Oh, sorry. It should not be saved as extra class. It should not be saved as extra class. Always have to be saved as index.html.
Oh,
So this will I'll save this as. See, home page, always you have to save the front page, the first page of your website always has to be index.html.
oh, okay.
So that's why it's not working. Okay, let me go back here again. Come back. I'll delete this. Delete.
Must be index, right?
Confirm. It has to be index.html always. Upload. Select files. And index.html. Open. And try opening this now. It should work. See? This is the page developed in the class on March 2nd unit.
Okay.
So this is a website, guys. This is
Website.
a functional active website. But your website doesn't have much, it's just only one line.
One line.
How do you build a beautiful websites?
It's
How can you build a beautiful websites? Did you all understand how quickly we build the website? That's a website, nothing but that's a website now. Correct? See, now look at this website is looking good. Correct? Now how do you build a website like this? It's not loading properly, all the images, everything. How do you build a website like this? So this, let's take it from here. This is a website. How do you build a website like this? What is needed in order to build a website like this? See, if you are adding more content, you continue to see, where is this? Yeah, if you are adding more content, you will just continue to see more information on the web page. Adding second line in the demo, adding second line in the class today. I'll save this and I'll again upload it to the server, overwrite existing files, select and upload this. Correct. Now go and reload this. This is adding second line in the class. So as you continue to add any amount of text, it just starts showing in the web page. But how do you set the colors? How do you set the borders?
Borders, pictures, elements.
Right? There are so many things to be done, right? So now for that what we do is we have to learn, see now we have learned HTML, hypertext markup language, and we have built a website or we have built a web page. Wikipedia pages also will be almost plain, right, like this only, but they will also have some borders, lines and all, but this has nothing. How do we do that? So you will have to learn another program called, another scripting language called as cascading style sheet, CSS. So HTML is used to present the content. Now you have presented the content on the web page, correct? And CSS is used to beautify the web page. You can make the website look like this, beautiful, or maybe let me go to some other website. You can make the website look something like this, correct? A website, something like this. Look at this. This is
Yeah.
so now HTML is used to present the content, and CSS is used to make it look beautiful.
Good. It's attractive.
Correct? Correct. Now another thing on the websites, you must have also seen something else like this, like get started, it's scrolling, correct? If I'm clicking on it, it's taking me to a new page, correct?
It is
So sometimes it might say what you have put is wrong username, wrong password, explore upcoming batches, click on this and it will take you to the respective section, correct? And if I click on enroll, it takes me to the respective section, correct? See, all this functionality is taken care by JavaScript. Java is different, JavaScript is different. Both are two different. JavaScript is a scripting language. JavaScript makes your website more interactive or functional. The functional component, password wrong, password correct. So now if you have to build a website, you have to learn HTML, CSS, JavaScript. Are you all getting it, guys? Are you all following me?
Yes, sir.
You have to learn HTML, CSS and JavaScript. Correct? HTML to present the content, CSS to make your content look beautiful, JavaScript to make your web page functional or interactive. Correct? Correct? So now this website is made to look like this by using HTML, CSS and JavaScript. It's looking like this because we have used, and now this option flipping, if I hover it's flipping, right? It's changing, right? This is from JavaScript. JavaScript makes this flip like this. So JavaScript, CSS and HTML. HTML to present the content, CSS to beautify the content or presentation, and JavaScript to make it functional or interactive. Okay. So now if you have to build a website, let's assume you are a business owner. Now if you have to build a website, you have to learn HTML, CSS and JavaScript. Or you have to, and somebody who knows all these three things, HTML, CSS and JavaScript, are called as front-end developers. Software developers, front-end developers, web developers. They are web developers. Front-end developers or web developers or simply software developers. Software developers work is not only this. There are hundreds of things in software development. And hence, that being the reason, they are simply called as front-end developers or web developers. Right? Did you all get that? How you can build the websites?
Yeah.
You all understood, right, guys?
Yes, sir.
Correct. So now this is how the HTML, CSS, and JavaScript is written for a web page. It's loading. Just take a look at it. This is how HTML, CSS, and JavaScript is built. This is all CSS. What you see, all this is CSS. There is lots of CSS. It's a combination of CSS. See, this is JavaScript. This is JavaScript. CSS. See, it's all looking so cluttery, so dangerous, so difficult to learn or understand, right? But trust me, it's not that difficult. It's as easy as how we did. See, if I am seeing Malayalam or Arabic, at this moment for me it's quite difficult. For people, somebody who has already learned it, it's quite easy.
Exactly.
It's just that we haven't learned the alphabet, the basics. And if we just look at it like that, it's difficult to read. The moment you start from scratch, learning simple alphabets, you will start understanding everything. And this is, trust me, website front end development is like playing video games. It's that easy, right? So there is a real time practicing tool. Use this W3 schools. This is an amazing platform for anybody to practice HTML, to learn HTML, okay, CSS and JavaScript. See, learn HTML. You will be writing like this, and study or free HTML tutorial, watch or video tutorial. So try it yourself. See, you will be typing here and it shows here. You have to just do all the changes here after reading the chapters. Click on run. It shows the results here. Okay. So now coming back, you can learn here. HTML home, introduction, one by one they will give everything examples with examples. Right? HTML styles, HTML formattings, and from the same platform you can learn CSS as well. And this is one of the well-paid domain as well. This is also this also can enable you to work as a freelancer or get a lot of opportunities in the markets, right? You can become a front-end developer as well, right? So now let's assume you have built or done something like this and you have given to a website owner a website like this. Now a website owner wants to change this text to something else. Will you be able to go into this and change this thing? Obviously it will be stored something like this, a file on his computer, but or maybe he can go to the server and he can edit this also here also. Look at this, edit. But will he be able to make the this is what we added here, right? Correct. But will he be able to do the changes the way he wants? He won't be able to, right? He won't be able to write all or do any kind of such changes. See, that's when there will be another convenience created or built for them. That is nothing but the content management system. Now I want to make the changes to this. So what will a developer do? A front-end developer work is done. Now newly another guy comes. I'll do a back-end development. I will develop something for you and I will create a control to change this text or to change this image. And now back-end developer came and what did he do? He came and told me, Manjunath, I'll build a control for your website, learnandthrive.com, and the control is going to be admin or control.learnandthrive or admin.learnandthrive. And he built this control for me in one of the programming. This can be built in one of the programming languages such as .NET, Java, Python, PHP, or any other programming languages. Correct? You can go from office to home in Honda bike, TVS bike, right? You can go in car, correct? You can go it in some other Hero Honda or something TVS, right? Suzuki, some other any bike of your choice, right? Same way now, a person came forward and he started building control. Look at this. Uh, Look at this leading safe, right? That's leading safe, right? So now I'll pick the leading safe. Look at this. I can click on edit and leading safe certification training. What you see here can be changed to anything that I want. Leading safe certification training 6.0 can be changed to 7.0, right? Where is that? Yeah, here. This can be changed to now 7.0. I don't have to scratch my head writing all this code or editing this code. What I showed it to you. I don't have to do.
Where I find it this one, right?
Correct. So now I don't know anything. Correct. Now you can get a control mechanism or a backend for your website which is built in HTML, CSS and JavaScript. And now you can click on add course also. Now look at this. Courses, create course page. So now I'm going to create a new course called learn sales or learns marketing or learn something else. I'll just start updating all the information here and automatically it gives me a page. Like let's say I'm launching a new course called SEO. Let's say I'm launching a new course called SEO. Let's wait, it's loading. Yeah, SEO. Now look at this and SEO is showing here. And now I did not do anything. I just submitted the content, and now look at this. It came in the same design. Content is showing SEO training. Correct? Correct. All the information that you see, it says SEO training. I mean, like the web page is same, just the content or information is being updated. Correct? You just fill all of this, and you will see a beautiful page like this. So now job is made quite easy. Correct? The front end is built in HTML, CSS, and JavaScript, and back end is built in either Java or Express.js, Node.js, or .NET, or PHP, or Ruby on Rails, or Python. There are different programming languages. If you are learning one of the programming languages, you can build a control like this for your websites. Something like this for your websites. Are you all getting it, guys? Correct? So now, as a business owner, if you want to build a website, you have to learn Python or Java or .NET or PHP or Ruby on Rails or any other programming languages on the earth. Correct? And also you have to learn, if you want to build front end, you have to learn HTML, CSS, JavaScript. This is going to be same. This doesn't change. Only back end can be done in any of the programming languages. Correct? Now business owner cannot learn all of these things, and hence he has to hire people. Correct? And these people are all very expensive. If he has to hire people and get the websites done, it will cost in lakhs. So a lot of business owners dream of having a website will remain like a dream. Correct? Lot of website owners, lot of business owners dream of owning a website will remain like a dream. Now if you want to build a website, now think of it how complicated it is. You have to learn HTML, CSS, JavaScript, and you have to learn one of the backend programming languages. Correct? Or you have to invest money and you have to get that done. Correct? Right? So it costs this website building something like this, building a website like this with such advanced features or options and automation. Lot of automation is also done. If you create one page, it automatically creates 700 pages. It takes global currencies optimization. It shows content based on the country. If you're coming from USA, it shows it in dollars. If you're coming into this website from India, it shows in INR. Right? All these mechanisms control. It's not that easy. It takes at least 15 to 20 lakhs to build a website like this. Right? Right? But don't be worried. A group of kind people have come forward and have built a solution for all of us. A very easy solution. Anybody can own websites. Anybody can build websites. Okay? Without even learning HTML, CSS, JavaScript, or PHP, or Python, or any other programming languages, without knowing any of these things, you can build a beautiful website. And this website is also built like that. In a simple, easy method. In few clicks, you can build beautiful websites. Right? This is an e-commerce website built. It's not built by experts. I only have built this website several years ago in 2018. Okay. I did not learn HTML, CSS, JavaScript to build this. I did not learn PHP, Python, Java, .NET, anything. But still, we built the websites. This is a functional website. This website gets lakhs of business every quarter. Did you all get that, guys? So in the next class, we are going to learn how do we quickly and easily build the websites, the easiest ways of building the websites, right? And in yesterday's tuning class also we have understood that how do we build that, okay? But anyways, I'll just delete this and I'll show it to you guys how to build. Okay, I'll delete this. Now again my website goes away. I'll just confirm deletion. And you see your website again shows 404 error, forbidden. Okay? You all understood, right? So I'll remove that website also completely. Okay, that's all for today. We have learned almost, we have covered everything that we guys have missed, and in fact in much detailed way. Okay, you all understood, right? How websites are built. So now our next objective or goal is to understand how do we build websites easily. In few clicks, you can build the website. In few days, without learning HTML, CSS, JavaScript, you can build the websites. And when you open them, they'll have HTML, JavaScript, and CSS. Look at this website. Yeah. So I'll open this, and you will see. And look at this. This also has, it's loading. This also has HTML, CSS, JavaScript.
Yeah.
Without writing, how did you build? It's something like without eating, you filled your stomach. Correct? Without working, without going to office, you are getting lakhs of salary every day, every month. How beautiful is it? Correct? Without going to any office, sitting at home, relaxing, and you're getting lakhs of salary every month. Is it not good, guys?
Good. Very awesome.
Okay, so in tomorrow's class, we will understand how do we do this. So at what time shall we connect tomorrow? Same time?
Multiply. It's awesome.
Online? Offline? If I have to, I will. If you want to join online, I can do that. Let's understand from these guys also. Girish and Deepak
Sir, tomorrow same timing, sir.
available at the same time, both of you.
Yes, sir.
So how was your today's experience? Did you find it fruitful?
Yes, sir.
Interesting? No? Boring?
Interesting, sir.
Your head got heated?
No, sir. Okay.
Girish,
Yes, sir.
how's your today's experience, Girish?
It was good, sir,
Okay.
but little overloaded.
Overwhelmed. Too much.
Overloaded, sir.
Overloaded. Okay. Anyways, guys, so